Howdy, howdy. Frosty Fire 10 here. Welcome back to Disco Elysium. And we just came into the store, if I recall. Yeah. A melancholy pop song plays on the radio.
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, 1 bottle equals 10 cents.
Hmm? Oh, that's the tear machine.
Yes, but what is it?
It's a machine for tear. You know, you find tear outside, like bottles or whatever, and put it in the machine, then it gives you money. You need a bag, I guess. We used to have some, but we gave them all out, so.
She shrugs awkwardly.
Feel free to use it if you find a bag, though. I'm sure there are some out there, somewhere.
Alright, so we have a way to make money. We can quit being a cop and just, pick up
A
stuff.
small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs.
Is she a drug dealer?
They all bear the Saint Baptiste Pharmaceutics logo. Their logo is the bloodless rose, pure white, untouched by harm.
Just ask me if you need anything from St. Baptiste. We don't stock prescription meds, but we do have Nosafed, Duramine, Magnesium, and Hypnogamma.
Alright, well, I need a
Hey,
Nosafed.
here. I hope St. Baptiste makes you feel better or something.
How much money have I got? I'd love to know. I'll leave the... Oh, I probably should buy that one, but... just in case.
Okay, here. I hope St. Baptiste makes you feel better or something.
Alright. Oh, did that just heal me straight away? Did I just waste all my money?
I don't know. I don't really know what Hypnogamma is. I guess it makes you feel less shit. No.
Nosafed heals +1 health. Duramine heals +3 health.
Yeah.
Magnesium heals.
Yeah, there's like an ampule somewhere.
Okay, so I have no money now. There we go. Let's get some
St.
dialogue.
Baptiste, you know, the pharmaceuticals company. St. Baptiste Pharmaceuticals.
She is right. Saint Baptiste, the company, derives its name
I don't
from
care.
Saint Baptiste.
Alright, let's get out of here. We can't have an actual civil conversation with someone, ask them about a murder. I'm so inconsistent with our lines of questioning. And I guess that's... You could put that down as being drug-addled, but I would have thought our buddy would have, been able to do something about it. Because it's annoying not being able to ask everyone about the murder.
Don't you welcome to Revachol me. My grandfather came here from a 3,000-year-old racist isolationist culture, while your ancestors came to this island a mere 300 years ago. Every school of thought and government has failed in the city, but I love it nonetheless. It belongs to me as much as it belongs to you. It's men like you who keep Revachol divided, making it that much harder for everyone to climb out of this post-war limbo.
Oh, come on, man. I just said, welcome to Rivachol. It's a lorry driver thing.
I know exactly what you meant. You think my kind doesn't belong here.
Well, it was pretty quiet
but I
before when
should
we were listening to the
watch
other
myself.
racist.
But you see, I'm an officer of the RCM. It's actually my job to make sure you behave. I would advise you to remember...
Silence. The air between your partner needs backup. Now's your moment to shine.
You two make a cute couple. You know that?
The lieutenant exhales and resumes his regular...
Whatever you say, officers.
He waits impassively, cigarette smoldering between his fingers. Yeah, what are you
Oh,
on?
not much anymore. I'm here to pick up some cargo, but the dock workers are on strike, so it's a sit and wait on your ass situation. Apples? Yeah, apples? I take it.
He's given you the runaround. Let's be honest. You were bested.
Oh, not much anymore. I'm here to... The strike? I'd have been at it for a while. A month. 2 months, maybe. But this here... Apples?
What do you mean? There's nothing... I can't take that anywhere?
Fine.
He's given you the runaround.
Oh, piss
Let's
off.
be honest. You were best.
Rhetoric failure? Jesus Christ.
It's about biological determinism, natural law.
Oh
Not
my
the most
god.
popular topic nowadays, with a coalition in charge, you know. You might want to change the topic. That is, bury your head under the sand like, I'm not just racist. Look, I've read books, huh? The science of racial theory has all been proved. Even if some people who've studied these things say they believe
Ah.
me as superior by design. So lately we Occidentals have experienced an unfortunate downturn when this concerns you, policeman, so you better be vigilant. The damn kips are showing up good lately. It's what the kips of Boogie Street are going for. Right, it's true. Also, you need to realize the dangers of mixing races. Who knows what might happen if people don't push your luck?
Lonesome. Long way home.
Yeah, well, I fucked it all up. Here we go. Home awaits. Walk past Station 41 through the market, past the Boogie Street spearhead here, there at the end of the street line with boundary small house, no lines than a matchbox. Which shows you no longer live there. Those times are gone, and so are those people. Why did you come here? Why are you still here? And where is the dealer? You have to get back to work. That's all you have now.
Looking for something, Hunt? Drugs? They're shit, man. I don't let any... You know where
And he
that
takes
shit
a
comes
dragon
from?
cigarette.
Sarah Miriza, Safre, Ilmara. They take the money from
They
our
take the
local
money from our
junkies
local
here, and
junkies.
then use it to outcompete us in the...
Oh my
They know
gosh.
they compete us in a fair fight. So they have to get us to regain ourselves somehow. It's racial sabotage. Racial economic sabotage. Not in, not out. I'll never be...
So you're telling us that you don't know anything about drug smuggling through Terminal B?
I don't know shit. If I did, I wouldn't tell you.
Oh, Jesus.
What do you think? I can't leave the lorry unguarded. Stuff's been getting looted lately. It's those little kids sneaking around at night. If they touch my stuff, the bosses will be on my ass like ass cancer. Isn't it obvious? Fucking Sealand, that beady-eyed South Samaran. His little side business is a scam. I wouldn't be surprised if he was peddling drugs as well. Of course he's a lorry driver. What? He tell you he's just some simple businessman or some shit? He's selling his employer stuff after he broke the seals on his Humanux lorry. His tribe are natural liars. It's in their blood. He's your man, alright. 100.
I wouldn't be so sure about it. Not until we've heard what's...
Guess so.
Alright. So the racist says it's someone of a different race. But that said, we still have to follow the leads. The whirling rag. Closed for winter. Please use main entrance. Hey, who's this?
The RCM in Martinez. What can I help you with? Of course. What can I help you with? Of course. Where to? There's the pier, the Cape Side apartment building. No problem.
She's very well composed. Back straight.
Sure. I'm done with it. Go easy on that stuff. Of course.
Her gloves. You get the feeling that you need them. You have a dead body to deal with them.
Sure. Keep them. I have another.
Okay, she's way too accommodating. That was, she very much seemed like a NPC. Like a real NPC. Everyone else kind of, you could argue, but they're like characters, but she was like full on NPC mode. Here's your directions. So, what have we got? We got ample of ammonia. So they say it's all you, mate.
Everything's still cool here, officer.
Oh my god, why?
Drugs? I don't go in for that, officer. Drugs ruin lives. Unless you're into drugs, of course. In which case, drugs are excellent. Mwah! Tasty, tasty drugs. That's so cool. You investigating the local drug trade like some cool narc? But I am not a lorry driver. I am just a street vendor. Who said that? It's the fat racist, right? I bet it's him. He has an agenda against me because I'm an immigrant who works harder than he does. He's a hater.
So you admit you're a lorry driver?
No, I just said I work harder and he's an asshole. I'm...
He stops to think.
Realizing he can't get out of it. Smart.
Okay, maybe I'm a lorry driver too. A little. But that's not the most important thing about me. That's my day job. This is my dream. Nothing. I told you. I'm not a dumb guy. I don't get involved with that crowd.
And what crowd is that?
Crowd. You know, the drug crowd. Shush, please. There's bad people doing bad things here. That's all I know. Please, don't get me into this mess. I spent 15 years working my way up.
Here we go. There's a tiny bit of truth on the table. Zoom in on it.
It's a she, okay? The other drivers call her the lady driver. You're better off staying away from her. The way they talk about her, she's no lady. I don't know. Maybe. If she is, I haven't gone near her.
It could be. She was strange.
All of them. I don't know. I told you all I know. Are we cool now? I really want us to be cool now.
Who exactly is talking about this lady driver of yours? The racist or the other one with the tattoos?
All of them. Even the ones who've left. I don't hang out with them. I don't remember who has tattoos. All right. I scored. Let's cap this off with a purchase. You can walk away from here with funky sunglasses, detective. Both of you. You deserve it.
No need to dress this one up.
Oh, okay.
Are you trying?
Sorry, detective.
Yeah, I'll skip that stupid bit of dialogue. Just because they just kept offering that option. Totally unnecessarily. But it is what it is. So let's talk to the lady. Obviously it's not her. It's a different lady driver. How many... of course there's another one. But we'll just chat and check. Chat and check. Check, check, choo, chicka choo choo choo, chicka. So yeah, a lot of racists around. Do you lump all the racists in a group and then you chuck them in the bin? But that's lumping people into a group and then putting labels on them. Descriptors.
The woman is still hunched.
Huh? What is it? You just call me a lady, Herife. I'm not that either, Herife. I've gone too far from it all to remember what was with my legs. It doesn't work like that. I'm only terrifying to small children and to those who used to know me. Because they can no longer recognize the person I once was. The big ones, the trucks. There's no women and men there. It's all just...
She hums along, as if to a track on repeat.
In the middle of this town, there's a ghostly motorway. It takes all the people where they want to stay.
In the background, a quiet song seeps from her cabin into the air. You don't hear any vocals.
How should I know? Do I look like I spend a lot of time with the other commoners sniffing around? When I have my movies to go to. Oh, sin.
This is where I'd like to ask Kim his thoughts. And he'd say, well, obviously the lady driver's meeting with the drug dealers. Do you know who the lady driver is? Someone? Do you know who it is? No, you probably don't know who it is. So he wanted me to get rid of the big dude, but I couldn't do that, unfortunately. That said, I didn't give in. I didn't quake in my boots. Maybe we can go... Maybe you know. Mate, do you know who it is?
I guess getting past the man ain't that simple after all. So, what now? Sorry. Busy surveying the situation. I'm sure you'll figure something out. You guys have all sorts of gadgets these days. Wiretapping, telescopic batons, futuristic circuit bending to infiltrate harbor machinery. Maybe you could even knock that Kowalskian crane over using some remote controls. Or calling in tactical air support. You guys have air support, right?
Because we don't. We don't have air support or any of those other things.
I get it. Hush hush about the secret technology.
He pats the side of his nose with his index finger.
All right, I may have some advice for you on how to deal with Jean-Luc there, out of solidarity to the RCM. It's low in technology, however. First, don't fight him, obviously. Second, get him to share his theory by being subordinate. Admit your lack of expertise. Basically grovel. That's how I do it.
Maybe that would work. We'll have to see.
Yeah, I don't really want to submit to his race theory. Which means there must be another way. So, who are these people? Can I talk to these people? I don't think I can even talk to him again, can I? What can he say?
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really let yourself go.
Ah, knock him out is a special one. Well, I'm not going to subscribe to his advanced race theory. Even if it is a, you know, just a way to get past for the mission. And frankly, opening the door is of no value to me, so I don't really understand why they want me to do it, because I don't care. I want them to stay, so the lorry drivers can't leave. So opening the door doesn't help me in the slightest. It's kind of a, it's kind of a weird one, really. Oh, let's go in here. Yeah. Ah, that's where we started.
Hello, sweetie.
Wait, who's Sweetie?
You're a handsome man, officer, with your mustache and your chiseled jaw and that silly dimple on your chin. But dear, you're not for me. I'm too old and too married besides. You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I completely forgot to introduce myself.
She slaps herself on the forehead.
I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
Her eyes glitter over the rims of her glasses as she looks up, smiling.
This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot.
Yes, officer. You look rather dazed. Like a stunned fox. But surely things can't be that bad.
Her eyes follow your movements with some concern.
Oh my. You know where we are, right? That's right. And where is the Whirling and Rats cafeteria itself located? Yes, indeed. We are in the fine city of Revachol. The new disco dancing. It seems like a lifetime ago.
Her eyes are filled with light reflected off those gilded years when the city seemed full of possibility.
Much has changed, but it is still the most beautiful city in the world. A rare jewel set in the sand between the pines. Everyone says so, even foreigners.
There's a pause as she studies her expression. You must look quite lost.
Speaking of history, you know what year it is, yes?
The new was in the 30s, and 2 decades have elapsed since the new. So it must be the 50s now. That tape you picked up said 43. You seem to be a hip modern man who listens to hip modern records, so it must be 43.
Good, dear. You got the decade right. It's the spring of 51. I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government?
Um,
Actually, we are not. You could say that about almost any other nation, but not Revachol. Try it one more time, officer. Nope, sadly not. Revachol is what's called a zone of control, under an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition. We have no government of our own, and what democracy we have is market-driven. Oh dear. And you were doing so well. There aren't any cops in Revachol, not in the traditional sense. The status of law enforcement has been a complicated matter since the revolution. But we should stop for today, sweetie. You look like you need a break. Besides, I'm not the best person to explain the big things to anyone.
She's scared now. She's realized you really are brain damaged.
A defeat, I'm afraid. The people of this archipelago tried to build something new, something different. The rest of the world didn't like it, so they came and ended it. This was 42 years ago. It has something to do with everything. I really don't know how to explain it better. You were doing quite well up until the end, dear. It does look like you're having trouble remembering things. History and places. Remembering reality in a word. It's very odd.
A sigh. The lieutenant buries his nose in his notebook.
But
Good.
maybe a fresh set of eyes is what the world needs. And while I'm no doctor, such bouts of amnesia are often temporary, so I wouldn't worry too much. Someone more educated in sweeping matters. Maybe you should ask.
She turns to the lieutenant.
I'm not an encyclopedia. I won't be a guide either. I'm a detective.
Of course. Then I don't know. Someone rich, maybe? Wealthy people are educated. Though I don't know where you would find a wealthy person.
I know where to
in
find one.
Martinez. Oh, I'm perfectly all right. I'm more worried about you. What was that? Don't beat yourself up over it too much, dear. People do strange things when the old fight or flight kicks in. I'm just glad you weren't injured. Whatever do you mean? Sequence killers? Oh my. But I think you already have a partner, sweetie.
I'd trade in Kim any
A
day.
partner who needs you to help him get the corpse down from a tree. I can assure you with absolute certainty there are no sequence killings taking place in Martinez.
Now, gentlemen, no need to squabble. I wouldn't be of much use to you anyway, sweetie.
Why? Three heads are
Thank
better
you,
than
but-
two, yeah.
Martinez isn't the most wheelchair-accessible place, you see. I'd slow you down, perhaps another time.
Jesus, always
Yes,
begging for
dear.
money.
A paraplegic is someone with limited or no ability to use the lower half of their body. Paraplegia is caused by spinal cord injuries, like falling from a great height, or a grenade explosion.
No, dear. I'm not quite that old. Although I was injured in the line of duty. Oh my. What happened? That's how I feel about the accident. I was a training and development manager at a rapidly expanding mail-order shoe company. You'd think it would be a safe job, but I had to be everywhere, and well, once I happened to be under some faulty scaffolding. I was lucky. This was almost 20 years ago, and I was compensated exceptionally well. One can only dream of such payoffs nowadays.
She runs her hands over the chrome wheels of her chair.
That's quite all right. I'm used to people asking questions. I know, of course, dear. Good luck with your case.
She gives you a small wave. God damn, that autosave is jank.
You should totally sing karaoke here, the first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast, oceanic soul. Utterly. And it needs to be heard through a PA system by other people. Who is mistakenly identified as a cop for his prominent jawline?
Oh!
Yes, sounds likely. You should probably go on stage and pose for a moment when you're done with this thought. See if it works. You should sing the sad small church song from that tape you found. Thought it was obvious. Serves them right. Wipe that smirk off their face with your sad, tragic song. Who's laughing now? No one. You would need another copy of the tape first, though. The one upstairs is destroyed.
Oh, so I can't. Hey, buddy.
Can I help you? Mine? No, it belongs to the Whirling and Rat.
Thank you for clearing the data. Why do you keep the container locked?
Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out. That's why. And the neighbors, too. They put their trash there, and they don't pay for the garbage company.
I thought as much. And are you the only party with access to the trash container?
Well, yes. Us and the garbage disposal company.
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you.
I wonder what this feeling is.
Find out.
Callous? What are you? Kras Mazov? Almost all establishments in Revachol keep their trash locked. The Whirling in Rags is not special in that regard.
What are we talking about? Was this not about the trash container? We should return to the case of your mistaken identity at a later time, officer. This was about the trash container.
What for? Mazov? Are you planning to nationalize my trash container?
It concerns the case. Please cooperate.
Just bring them back once you're done, please. What thing? Yes, not the whole damn union, thank God. Just the nastiest and loudest faction.
He tosses his head in disdain.
They come here in the evenings. Dumb, unruly types. Think they're big shit. But they're good customers. They place big orders and always pay on time.
We should find out who this Lord faction is, occupying the booth. Loudness means talkative, and we need info.
He gives you a meaningful nod.
We don't. We have to wait. They'll show up sooner or later. Men get hungry, even men on strike.
You glance at the clock on the wall behind the manager. Huh.
Good question.
He turns to the cafeteria manager.
They're probably getting drunk or protesting something somewhere. Or laying low after the, lynching. They probably fucking killed that guy or something. That's why.
Yeah.
I have a feeling we'll make their acquaintance sooner or later.
What?
By the way, you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interesting in the Whirling later.
Another thing. Great, yes. Absolutely out of the question.
What?
Absolutely in the question.
Exactly.
First we find a sad banner. Then we sing this place to shit.
Alright. You've seen the place to shit.
The door is closed. This door can only be opened with a key. There is no arm. You hear the shower being turned on. Somewhere inside, a tremendous loneliness comes over you. Everybody in the world is doing something without you. The door does not care. Still no answer. Still, the lieutenant gives you a
Alright. Alright, that was interesting.
Kim also tries not to look at the pile of tape viscera on the carpet, or the weird suitcase on the hat rack, or the potted plant dying in the corner. But it's all just too morbid to ignore. The man is finding it hard not to trip on the tape, and not to send any of the bottles rolling across the floor, where unidentifiable sludge makes it hard for him to breathe. Smells of vomit in here. He nods.
No problem, officer.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression.
I'm a gambler.
It's like something snaps in you. A nerve ending. A thought. A sadness. Your face in the mirror is suddenly clean of the layer that had distorted it for God knows how long. Just like that, it's over. The running gag that your life had become. A sad old man looks back at you.
Alright. Is there anything...
The bed is cold and not particularly inviting, but it's yours. The sheets look awful.
The option to go to sleep becomes available every...
Okay, enough tutorial, lady. Can I not access the tape thingy?
Yes? What do you want to know? No. It's not a particularly mysterious case. The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than that. I'm relieved that you agree. Anyhow, let's get back to the case. Was there anything else you wanted to know? I'm afraid you and I are pawns in a pissing competition.
Oh!
I assumed you were in on it. Better still than an imbecilic cop-off. It's just stupidity. We shouldn't waste any more time on it. If you want my take, ask me after we've inspected the victim. Was there anything else you wanted to know about the... Good.
Alright. Oh, is there anything around here? Some money! That's what we need. The dishes are drying, they smell of chemicals and pine trees. Alright, cook. I remember spices, alcohol, and tomato hangs in the
thin
air.
man is smoking below an exhaust hood, occasionally sipping from his mug. This must be the Whirling's cook. As you step in, he nods toward the table and says something in a completely foreign language. The only words you can make out are Garancy and Kubek. Okay, it's definitely not his name. Whatever you do, please don't call him Garancy Kubek. Please. It's not funny. The man puts his cup down and replies something. his left hand drawing arcs in the air. He smiles and bangs his ladle against each of his pots in turn. It's almost like music, especially with the sounds of assorted dishes boiling and simmering on the stove. He smiles and bangs his ladle against. It's almost like music.
Alright. He's some sort
You
of...
see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimpled lock. You immediately feel drawn to the color. Blue. The cobalt blue surface feels rough to touch. The stainless steel door is... The door does not budge.
You do? It's a door in the back of the kitchen. Why do you care where it leads? Eccentric. But okay, I suppose we could look into it. As a side investigation. Garth is the person to ask about this. The cafeteria manager.
Alright, let's ask him what that door is about.
Can I help you? Another thing. Great. Oh, yes, that door, sure. There's nothing mysterious about it. No, I don't have a key. I don't know how to get there. And I don't care either. It's not like I've been wondering about it for 10 years. It's just a frig warehouse, probably. Or some boring storage space with a bunch of old junk and dust. Junk and dust.
He runs his fingers across the counter to check for dirt.
He's attempting to maintain an air of indifference. It's absolutely not convincing.
Fine, okay, a little. But my job doesn't leave me time for wondering about one locked door in one of the cafeterias I manage. So I haven't opened it. I have cleaned the whole place 100 times over, though, after the animals. And I haven't found a key, so good luck with that. Yes?
Alright, so he doesn't know where the key is. So we need to figure out where the key is and open that door, and that'll solve the mystery. Probably not, but... So I want to go north. I'm just not sure how to get there. And the other thing is I want to zoom out. Can I zoom out? It's a dumb kid again.
Look, see? You belittled yourself before the Kuno. Now you must seek his forgiveness.
Fucking what, pig? Cool what?
I think he broke his brain.
You better come up with a way to make Kuno forget you tried to fucking hit him. Stay the fuck away from Kuno. You smell like bum shit. Kuno's not a bum. Kuno does
what? Do you think Kuno's fucking 80 years old?
Trying to prove just because you get high off that shit doesn't mean Kuno has to fuck himself with that fermented piss and shit. Trying to get a 12-year-old hooked on the shit shake.
He looks like he can't believe your depravity.
Alcohol use has been declining in the under 16 bracket this month.
Here we go.
No, you don't. No one is checking out anything.
What? I can offer drugs to a child, surely.
Slapping each other, fighting for Kuno's attention. Kuno
It's a joke.
likes this pole dancing shit.
Kim is never going to be okay with you handing something like this off to a minor. This plan is either off the table, or you need to do it when you...
Please, don't waste time.
Don't listen to the blind fuck, piggo. You're doing the right thing here. You can pay tribute to Kuno with drugs, or cigarettes, or some wheels. Kuno could use some wheels. Motorized carrot shit.
What are you doing? No, you really, really don't. That is a...
You don't fucking matter, book him.
But why? You're turning this into a huge thing. Okay. If you absolutely need to. But right now...
Alright. Can we get the body down yet?
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell, emitting pneumonia up the second time. Not so much. When the vomiting is done, your cheeks are wet with tears.
Now
How does the wind right now? I've seen strong men turn themselves inside out for hours. You are facing tough odds here. Alcohol withdrawal makes it considerably harder. I've seen captains puke their guts out. It never gets easier. You never get used to the smell. Every Monday is cadaver day. Throw up, investigate. Throw up, initial autopsy. Throw up, bag it.
He pats your back again.
Then drive to the station. Maybe throw up on the way there if you didn't bag the thing tight enough. I think I've lost my sense of smell. Not being hungover helps too. No. This is a two-man assignment because it needs 2 officers to complete. I need your help.
He withdraws his hand and looks you in the
You
eye.
need to get your shit together. We should go talk to the locals. Find something else to do while the wind changes. It's pretty bad right now.
You've gained a thought. When this dialogue is over, go to your thought cap.
Give it half an hour. Get yourself together. Then come back and have another go.
God damn it. So we're gonna go back to the mirror. Again, to internalize the thoughts, to learn about yourself as you study the ways of policing in Ravachol. An a coalition of governments runs this hellhole. Ravachol. It's your hellhole. Oh, now we're looking in the mirror. And what is it we see?
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face. Now without the expression.
I thought I had a thought to do. Can I do it? Okay. I wanted to do volumetric shit compressor thought. How do I do that? The jam mystery? Get a reality lowdown, sing karaoke, find out who was in the union box, the pissing competition, explore the willing secret passages, make sure it's with Kuno. Volume. Alright, so I equipped it. Assuming I can do it in the mirror now.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall.
Ah, piss off. Okay. What do I need to do? Submit to race theory. I don't want to do that. Open that door. Where the heck is this?
That sugary black rum stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed with joy. It's almost touching how syrupy and sticky it is. How long have you been up already? Attaboy. It's coming back to him. You had your Mesolimbic reward pathway worried there. Not thinking about drinking all that time. It was like you weren't yourself. Maybe you haven't turned out well for your drinking. Have you thought about that? Get a goddamn rum and lemonade into yourself, boy. Or better yet, lick that stain off the counter.
Ah, that's okay.
What happened, man? You used to be cool. Get your drink on and your act together.
Maybe. But, you know. It's not going to solve any problems we've got right now. Alright, I wanted to go north. So we can go... Technically we can go around. I'm zoomed in and I don't know how to unzoom. There it is. So I want to go to the actual factory factory, the place that's involved in the business, where all the workers are, they would actually work. That's where I want to go. So I don't know how the heck to get there though. That's my issue. We can go through here. Balcony. Yeah, so you notice I've had the music off, and that's because repeated copyright claims. It's just driven me absolutely insane. So yeah, even when I turn streamer mode on. So yeah, that's a complaint. Yeah, a legitimate, absolutely undeniable fact of.
This door is made of metal. No one.
We should return to.
Oh yeah, that was that thing. Okay. So we search the balcony. I want to get out of here. I want to get out of here. I want to get out. So we just go in a circle. So I have no idea how to get to the actual workers' place, where the workers are. Are these the workers?
Have you no shame? Whining about your back every time you bring out the measuring tape.
René, you're a man with a fork in a world of soup. Please, let's just try to enjoy the game, alright?
The other one is eating a big sandwich.
I'm trying to, but you keep breaking my concentration. You're old. I can see that. We're both old. Now stop grabbing your ass like it's a girl.
These manly men are playing balls. This is a ball game. Grab a ball and play it. Don't ask questions. Shoot first. Ask questions never. No, you got this. There's the ball. You're the game.
Time to show off.
This felt.
How did I fail that check?
Wrong, like touching your sister's breast. You threw your sister's breast.
What the frick?
Good job, officer. That wasn't.
There are no two more harmful words an athlete can hear than good job. And this was downright embarrassing.
What are you talking about? You just executed a pretty much perfect pétanque throw.
His tone is full of admiration.
How are you ever going to get the officer's shit off your nose, Gaston? Or even climb out of his ass?
He shakes his head in extreme disdain.
Right. Was the demonstration it? Or do you still need something from us, officer?
Yes, officer. What do we need from the gentleman?
Unfortunately, I don't. Unlike most of the locals, I have no qualms about assisting law enforcement. But this affair has passed me by completely. In Martinez, the union is the law. So can you really blame them? Cop is a pejorative term. I don't have a problem with policemen. On the contrary, I admire the effort to bring order to our streets. If I knew, I would not be afraid to tell you. I simply don't. I'm an old man, not a coward. The daily business of the riffraff no longer concerns me. Yes, the terrain here provides an interesting variety to a familiar game. Yes, it was left by heavy artillery fire. Why what? Because that's what happens when communards hijack your country, execute your supreme leadership, and turn your capital into a slaughterhouse. You use heavy ordnance to clean up your home. Sadly, no. It was the foreigners who brought them to their knees. We fought valiantly. Too valiantly. So valiantly we got licked.
He adds, squeezing a ball in his
Should have
fist.
fought dirty, like they did with their suicide sex cult propaganda and mad anarchist women strapped to shrapnel bombs. We didn't though, and we lacked caliber. God bless him, but the suzerain's cannons simply weren't big enough.
It was probably a bit more complicated than that.
Because this place is a damn beachhead. Had to soften the commies up first. Yes, the military coordinated amphibious landing to take back Revachol. Martinez was used as one of the 3 footholds in Revachol during Operation Deathblow in 08. The other 2 are off in Stella Maris and the Delta. This here is Blood Ground, where coalition boats first made landfall and cleaned those rabid dogs out. Most likely, we played pétanque on their mangled corpses.
Blood ground. You got old Rene going there. Like he isn't hungry enough already.
Don't get me wrong, officer. I hate those foreign dogs, but the enemy of my enemy and all that, they're the lesser evil. Damn right, son. They let the fire of hell on the city before they stormed it. And it worked, too.
There's a strange gleam in his
The
eyes.
rest of the city got cleaned up, but Martinez they keep as a monument. And now the Union Socialists are practically running the place.
Well, it's your own damn fault. You, we, the coalition, Revachol, whoever you want to blame, never finished the job. Officially, the party never surrendered. Of course they still hold influence.
You don't even begin to truly understand the players at the table, let alone the specific circumstances surrounding them. What do you think?
Thinking men have opinions on these things. Present one.
I'm sorry it had to be them. After 8 years of fighting those hyenas, boiling cats for food and drinking piss in the mountains, I would have preferred if the Right Honorable King Guillaume returned to Revachol. Or even if that damn clan Frisel had risen from the grave and led us. Sadly, that was not the case. Instead, all that is just, holy, and beautiful in the world was wiped away, and now it's neon signs with toothpaste ads everywhere. Foreign influence peddling garbage and stupid music on the radio.
He sighs.
This is just what the commies wanted. This was the plan all along. This is what they wanted to replace the role of the suzerain with. A true king in both blood and mind led Revachol before Frisel. He would have been better, but the damn commies drove him into exile. Damn Frisel. He was a king we couldn't protect. The Carabineers failed him, and the crown. He died in the hands of the Hyperlay, in a very public execution.
He slouches as he says that. It makes him smaller, admitting they left the king to the wall.
The suzerain is the king! Has everyone forgotten already? They've forgotten already. It's no use talking to you. You were still in Daddy's balls when it happened. When we took our last stand against the Fifth and rode the cavalry straight into gunfire.
I'm a gambler. I always take a gamble.
All you observe is a...
This is the uniform of the Royal Carabineers in service of Frisel I, Guillaume le Lion, and the valiant King Philip V.
Don't you mean Frisel the Fan?
You do not speak his name, Craven, although he was a clown. But he was our clown, ours to ridicule and to mourn.
There's something he missed. You will get to it. Don't worry.
Yeah, well.
Yes. The terrain here provides an interesting variety to a familiar game. I do. Fire from hip. Why what? Because that's what happens when coming up. Fire. What do you want now?
I have really outdone myself. This is divine.
Yes, that's what you need, Gaston. More padding on that fat ass of yours. I hope your heart gives out.
Honey, this, it's a little pleasures. Life doesn't need to be a struggle. Hello, officer. How might I be of assistance on this fine day? Let me think. I heard someone was hanged and left on a tree for a week. But that's all I know, really. No, officers, I'm sorry. And I really would like to assist. You are both good guys. I can...
Then help them, you whip. You have plenty of shoulder with ghost caviar in the Union. Someone must know something.
I wish I could, but I just don't know anything. I always keep my nose clean and don't gossip. Everyone knows and respects the...
Respects?
I'm not even anyone...
Of course he's holding back. His mouth is so full of Union prick he can't even speak properly.
Can I at least finish my fucking sentence before you piss on it? Is that okay, René? I'm not anyone important in the Union. I just know Evrard. Everyone in Martinez knows the Clare brothers. I taught these boys human studies and history in the gymnasium.
What do you know about history? You never witnessed history. Only heard about it years later, when it had already moved on. You don't know history.
The old soldier mumbles something under his breath and turns to face the sea. There he stands, proud, rigid and alone, like a cracking marble statue.
Let's try not to get caught in the crossfire.
Oh, in many ways, yes. Like an honorary member. I attend meetings and parties, help with little things. Evrard, Edgar, and the older debarders all know me. Oh, yes. Not in the technical sense. I don't have a vote or a membership card, but Evrard keeps me on the payroll, just for the little thing.
Of course he's not a member. He's not a member of anything. I knew that. He's a Vezavein. Turns to where the wind blows and tries to look important. I hate socialist rabble. But even siding with them is better than living your entire life on the fence. Never committing to anything. Pick a damn side already.
Writing work mostly. Occasionally, he needs something written, and I happen to have a way with words, people say. Oh, nothing official, I assure you. Just essays for the newspapers. About Martinez and how things are and how they could be. Evrard and I had these long talks where...
Well, he tells his little pen man exactly what to say. It's commie propaganda, plain and simple.
No, thank you. For being consummate professionals. You'll have this case wrapped up in no time.
Volumetric ship compressor.
Oh, nice. What's that?
Yes?
Son, you've really let yourself go. It's a disgrace. But Code Physical Instrument is going to get you back in. It's going to take blood, sweat, piss, and behold, world. Here walks a sportsman, hands choked and hair kept back with a bandana.
Alright then, this has been part 4. Disco Elysium playthrough, Frosty Fire 10, and yeah, if you've enjoyed it, yeah, first time playing, and